Hey there, so today we have another video, and this is a quick update about the World of Beer Drink It internship, and I ended up not getting it. So that's a quick update for you all. You can turn off the video now, but if you want to hang out, grab a beer, let's rant. If you want to stay for a rant, please do. So pretty much I'll give you the whole process of what happened. So obviously, I applied for it. I got an email that I was a semifinalist and they wanted to do in-person interviews. So they wanted to send me down to Maryland, which is like a 5-hour drive. So they weren't like paying for a flight or paying for gas money or anything. So 5-hour drive is a long time. I ended up finding out on the website myself that Boston's actually a closer location. So I asked them, hey, can I just go to Boston instead? And they said, sure. So ended up waking up nice and early on a Saturday morning, driving up to Boston. And so with traffic, like back and forth total, that was like 8 hours. So it's a long drive. And so, 8-hour drive, I get to the location, and so it's a World of Beer, which is sort of this kind of like craft beer restaurant bar kind of thing. And it was nice and loud and busy. And I meet these 3 guys. I assume they work in the industry. I really didn't get to talk to them much, so I don't really know much about them. So got to meet these 3 guys, and in the middle of this really loud and busy restaurant, I had a 5-minute conversation with them, and that was it. It seems really strange that you get people to drive that far and just like chat with them for 5 minutes and that's it. It seems really strange. So I mean, if I was them, I would do like a round 2 where you sort of do this phone interview kind of thing. And then if you actually want people to go out there and meet in person, then sort of give them like good half an hour or 20 minutes or some amount of time for a conversation. But really just like spoke to them, exchanged a few answers and questions. I talked about the channel, what kind of content I'd like to produce, the beer knowledge I have, and quick conversation, 5 minutes, and I was done. So that was it. So that was actually pretty lame. So yeah, and it's like in this weird setting of just like a really loud kind of busy restaurant. So it is what it is. But actually, next part of the rant is talking about the content that they produced. So obviously in preparation for the interview, I watched what the winners of Drink It Intern did last year and the videos they produced. And you guys can have your opinion, but personally, I think the content was terrible. Actually just terrible. Like an example would be one of them, one of the hosts goes to a beer festival and just walks around asking what the people are drinking. And some people are tipsy and they forget what beer they're drinking. Someone says like, I'm drinking the Schlafly. And that's the whole video. Like, that's it. Like, wow, like what great content. Like, not talk about like flavor profiles, anything cool about the breweries, what they're doing, or anything cool about the festival. It's just like, hey, what beer are you drinking? That's it. That's the entire video. Real interesting. Another one of the videos is actually something that's really interesting for me. So in Prague, in Czech Republic, you can pour Pilsner and Quell in different ways. And the brewery recommends 3 different ways I can pour beer. Like, one's just a big glass of foam called mliku, and then they have Natravat, and then also Chladinka, and different flavor profiles, and perceived bitterness and CO2 content, and all these really cool things that you can talk about with the different way that you pull a beer. Because in the U.S. mostly it's just pull a beer, that's it, and no conversation. So actually really cool concept that you can actually do 3 different pours. And the content that they produced for that concept was literally 8 seconds, a bunch of music, one of the hosts pulling the beer, high-fiving the bartender, and that's it. Like, nothing interesting about like how to do it, the flavor profile, like the sensory experience, like why you do these 3 different pours, who came up with it, like nothing cool about it. So I don't know, whatever, just a random rant about the content that they produced last year. But obviously, best of luck for the people that end up getting it this year. Hopefully we get some great content out of it. And also just wanted to really say thank you, all of you, so much. It really means a lot that this channel exists and I'm able to put out some really awesome content for you all. And yeah, it's not lost on me. I really thank you guys so much for the support. So thank you. We'll put out some more awesome content in the future. Until next time, cheers. Later.